Hey, Sydney, got a moment?
Maybe. What is it?
Why do you sound so cold? We're sisters-in-law, remember?
Technically, yes. But I'd rather not acknowledge it. So, what do you want? Or are you just texting me out of boredom?
I just wanted to surprise you. I'm taking over your honeymoon.
There you go with your ridiculous ideas again.
Couldn't you give me a better reaction? Ugh, so boring.
What kind of reaction were you hoping for?
Something more over the top. Like, I could feel the shock through the text.
Well, I'm staying calm because you can't actually take our trip away.
You always have that I'm better than you attitude, and it really annoys me.
Sorry about that.
So, you two are going abroad for your honeymoon, huh?
Yeah. We wanted to make it memorable, so we decided to splurge a little.
I'm surprised a low-income couple like you could afford an overseas trip.
We've never discussed our income with you.
I don't need you to tell me. You're always wearing those cheap clothes.
I wear them because I like them.
Cheap clothes fall apart so quickly, though.
There are plenty of affordable clothes that are good quality if you know where to look.
Yeah, right. You just don't want to admit it. Deep down, you want to wear designer clothes.
I'm comfortable with what I wear. I'm not interested in brands.
You really don't get it, do you? What you wear reflects your status. By the way, all my clothes are designer.
If that makes you happy, good for you. I'm not interested.
That's why you and Guy are always stuck at the bottom. A poor couple doesn't belong on an overseas trip. A day trip in the state is more your speed.
It's our choice where we go.
That's not fair.
Excuse me?
I didn't get a honeymoon, and I've never been abroad.
That's your problem, not mine.
I got married first, though.
If you want to go abroad so badly, why don't you just go?
David's work is too busy, and we have a small child, so we just can't go.
Traveling with kids is definitely challenging.
I won't let you have a better time than me.
That's enough.
I'm not giving up until you hand over that trip.
Honestly, I'd block you if I didn't need to keep tabs on you.
What?
With someone like you, who knows what you'll do next?
Are you implying I've done something bad?
You ruined our rehearsal dinner, and now Guy has blocked you and cut ties with you.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever thought about how he felt when you ruined that important dinner?
I didn't do anything wrong. Did it even get ruined?
You were acting strange from the start that day. As soon as you arrived, you ordered champagne without asking anyone and started drinking it all by yourself.
Well, we needed champagne for a toast, right?
You ordered the most expensive bottle, and then drank it all yourself. And then you started laughing like a mad woman in the middle of the conversation, completely interrupting us. Do you remember that?
Oh, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Don't make excuses. While we were having a serious discussion, you made fun of Guy's hairstyle, calling it weird.
Well, it did look weird.
Do you remember what you did next?
I don't remember. I was a bit tipsy.
You got drunk and called me ugly, then poured champagne over my head.
That's not a big deal.
Not a big deal? Then you grabbed the cake with your hands and smeared it all over my face. My clothes were ruined, my makeup was a mess, and it was completely humiliating.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. But that's the kind of thing you should just laugh about later.
It's not something you can just laugh off. Your thoughtlessness is exactly why Guy cut ties with you. And don't you remember getting scolded by him and your parents?
Don't remember, don't care.
Guy felt so responsible. He was practically on his knees apologizing.
Oh, I would have loved to see my stupid brother grovel.
This isn't a joke. I haven't blocked you only because I need to keep an eye on you. It's not so you can keep bothering us.
You're so annoying.
Stop causing trouble for your brother.
I'm not causing any trouble. Anyway, what day and time are you leaving?
I'm not telling you.
No problem. I already know anyway. I was just asking to confirm.
How do you know?
Don't underestimate my information network. You and Mom have no clue about security. Your info is leaking everywhere.
Even if you think you know, the tickets are here at home. And you can't go anyway since the names are different.
Oh, I'll figure something out.
How? You can't get on the plane if the names on the ticket and passport don't match. Airlines are very strict about it. You won't be allowed to board.
It's easy to fake. I'll just tell the ticket counter that I recently changed my name.
Such a ridiculous lie won't work. Changing your name requires legal procedures and you need proof. And especially for international flights. If the names don't match, there's no way you'll get on.
But can't you pay to change the name?
Changing the name on a ticket is generally not allowed. Even if it's possible, you have to do it in advance, not on the day of the flight.
Oh, I'm not bothered by such a hassle.
You just end up causing trouble at the airport.
I'll deal with any trouble on the spot. With the right negotiation, I can make it work.
International staff aren't that lenient. And do you realize that no matter how hard you try legally, you don't stand a chance?
Then I'll just beg the ticket counter staff to help the poor soul out.
If that actually worked, no one would have any problems. Even if you somehow got through, they stop you at immigration.
Oh, I'll find a way.
There's no way that's going to work. This is beyond ignorance. It's just plain ridiculous.
Anyway, I'm the one going on this trip. So you don't even think about trying to go.
This conversation is pointless. Do whatever you want. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Sydney, it's quiz time.
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
Come on, guess where I am right now.
How should I know?
The correct answer is the airport.
Why are you there?
I'm going to Tahiti in your place.
What?
I've got your plane tickets.
Wait, how did you get those?
I just borrowed the key that Mom had and let myself in.
That's breaking and entering.
We're family, so it's no big deal if I enter the house, right?
Of course it's a big deal.
You wouldn't hand over the tickets, so I had to go and get them myself. It was such a hassle.
You? How could you? You only use your smarts for things like this? But how did you get the key from your mom?
Oh, she's way too careless. When she was cooking the other day, she left the key on the table. I just grabbed it when she wasn't looking.
So you stole it?
Oh, don't say it like that. It sounds bad. I just borrowed it.
That excuse won't fly. Even if her family, taking something without permission is unbelievable.
But I'm sure if she knew I needed it, she would have lent it to me, right?
Stop twisting everything to suit your own desires. Even if we're family, entering someone's house without permission is trespassing. If someone calls the police, you could actually get arrested.
You're exaggerating.
I'm not. By taking the key without permission, you've also put your mom in a difficult position.
Oh, be quiet. Anyway, I just wanted to get those tickets. Oh, and by the way, I left my daughter at your front door, so you'll be babysitting.
Huh? You left Vivian outside in this cold?
Well, it's an international trip. I wouldn't have fun with a kid tagging along, right?
You just abandoned her? Does David even know you left her at our doorstep?
It's not abandonment. I left her for you to watch, that's all.
If you didn't say anything and just left her, that's abandonment.
Since you're not going on the trip anymore, you've got free time. Take care of her for me, okay?
Phoebe, wait! We're not done talking. This isn't over.
Let me make this clear. If anything happens to her, you'll be in so much trouble.
You're selfish.
I I told her to stay by the front door.
You left a 4-year-old alone? Do you have any idea how terrifying that is?
It's just for a few minutes. Stop exaggerating.
Even in a few minutes, she could be kidnapped or have an accident.
She'll be fine. She's pretty smart for her age and knows how to wait.
That's not the point. You can't just drop her off and say, I can't hold you responsible if something happens. That's not how the world works.
If you just open the door and let her in, there's no problem, right? Anyway, I'm off to enjoy my trip. Take good care of her, okay? Bye.
I'm speechless. Phoebe, do you seriously call yourself a mother? Vivian is only 4 years old.
But she's pretty mature for her age, don't you think? Must be thanks to my great parenting skills.
This is not the time to joke around.
What's wrong?
Did you really leave her at the front door?
Yeah. Isn't she inside your house now?
She was suffering from hypothermia, so she was taken to the hospital.
What? I told you it'd be your fault if something happened.
In the middle of winter, wearing just a t-shirt? What kind of parenting is that? She was sitting at the front door crying.
Oh, enough already.
What time did you leave her there? You can't get hypothermia in just a short time.
Well, it was before I got on the train, so about 3 hours ago.
Unbelievable.
This isn't my fault. It's yours for not noticing her sooner.
It's crazy to expect me to notice when you left her at the door without any warning.
I figured you'd notice before I had to say anything. Wasn't she crying? Why didn't you check the door?
You can't just drop her off and then blame me. At least I hear she's safe now.
You didn't even take her to the hospital yourself? Why are you acting like this doesn't concern you?
Your mom was the one who took her to the hospital.
What?
I'm really glad we live close to each other.
Why didn't you let her inside? You were just a few meters away.
Guy called his mom, and she went to get her immediately. Thanks to that, Vivian only suffered minor injuries.
You didn't say anything unnecessary to Mom, did you?
You mean about how you tried to steal our trip? Or how you left Vivian at our door without telling anyone?
All of it?
Of course, I told her. We're already on our honeymoon. There's nothing else we can do.
Already? No way.
We're in Tahiti now.
Huh? And no way. How could you be there without the plane tickets? Did you buy new ones?
No. We used the tickets we originally had.
But they're in the envelope I have.
Too bad. All you have is the envelope. The tickets aren't in there.
What?
I had already taken the tickets out and put them with the passports in a different place. I left the empty envelope behind.
You've got to be kidding me. It really is empty.
Even if the tickets had been in there, you wouldn't have been able to use them since you got the dates wrong.
I was sure today was the right day. I saw honeymoon written on the calendar at your house.
That must be the day we arrive, not the day we leave.
Darn it!
Oh, and by the way, I knew you only took the empty envelope the whole time.
What do you mean?
We have a dog, right? So we have a pet camera set up to watch him.
If you knew, why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't expect you to come in the first place. You showed up around noon 4 days ago, right?
How do you know that in such detail? This is an invasion of privacy.
Talking about privacy when you're the one who trespassed into our home is pretty ironic. The pet camera is always on, and it's high definition, so it captures all your movements and sounds perfectly. I saw you sneaking around the living room, opening and closing drawers.
No way!
When you found the envelope, you even yelled yes and did a little victory pose, didn't you? All for an empty envelope.
This is infuriating. You tricked me and enjoyed every moment of it. Wait a second. The dog wasn't there when I was in the house. Why was the pet camera still on?
Oh, I had him staying with a friend. I just forgot to turn off the camera.
How sneaky!
I set it up to protect my dog. Nothing wrong with that. You didn't really steal anything important, just an empty envelope, so there was no real harm done. I didn't see the need to bring it up.
What a disaster! I didn't even check inside the envelope.
So, as it turns out, we made it to Tahiti without any issues.
Thanks to you, he's mad at me.
He, huh?
Now that I can't go on the trip, I'll go pick up Vivian. If it's really nothing serious, she should be back home by the time I get there.
But your parents are really furious, so they might not even let you see her when you arrive.
What are you talking about? I'm her mother.
Your mom and dad have been fed up with your behavior for a while, so they've kept their distance from your family.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you calling me a troublemaker?
Honestly, yes you are.
How rude. You wouldn't understand. You've never been a mother.
True. I haven't been a mother.
Then don't act all high and mighty.
But even without being a mother, I know that leaving a child outside in the cold is wrong.
What? Am I not allowed to have some fun once in a while?
Once in a while. Right. By the way, who are you with right now?
That's none of your business.
You mentioned he earlier, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You're not with David, are you? Your mom said she's been in contact with him.
No way. She spoke to David? Shoot!
He's at work today, isn't he? You told him you were going on a trip with friends.
I was just thinking of taking a little trip to Tahiti.
A little trip, huh? So when you said he, you meant a male friend, right?
That was a typo. I meant to say she.
You also told David that Vivian was going to stay with your mom, right?
Well, yes.
So if that was the plan, why was she left at my front door?
I thought since Mom knew about your trip, it might be awkward.
Well, it's too late now.
What's too late?
David seems to have figured everything out.
Figured out what?
He knows about your affair, Phoebe.
No, I'm not having an affair.
It seems he thought something was off with all your outings and overnight stays, so he hired a private investigator.
This is really bad. What'd I do?
Why are you asking me?
I never thought it would come to this.
Well, I think I'm done here. This has nothing to do with me now.
You're not going to help me? This is all your fault.
I'm not helping. I have absolutely nothing to do with this.
How could you be so heartless?
What's heartless about it? You brought this on yourself.
Oh my God! What am I going to do?
I have no idea. I've held off blocking you out of pity, but I'm done now. I'm blocking you. Bye!
Wait, Sydney! Don't leave me! This can't be happening!
Phoebe went to her parents' house, looking embarrassed, and tearfully apologized. However, her parents didn't trust her and kicked her out of the house. Shortly afterwards, she got divorced. Apparently, the evidence had already been gathered, but this latest incident was the final straw. Vivian was taken in by David, and she's now living with him at his parents' house. According to what he told me, the little girl was more attached to her grandparents than to her cold-hearted mother, so this outcome was probably for the best. To pay for the alimony and child support, Phoebe found a job at a relative's factory, where she now works and lives. Her life is tough. She sold off all her branded items, and can't even afford the inexpensive clothes she once mocked. Having lived a life of luxury on her ex-husband's salary, this must be a harsh reality for her. Well, it's her own fault. Meanwhile, Guy and I had a wonderful time on our honeymoon and returned home. A while later, I started feeling a bit off, so I went to the doctor and discovered that I was pregnant. Guy and his parents are all eagerly looking forward to the arrival of our baby.